Hello everybody, my name is Bo Short and I just wanted to take a few minutes to share some information with you and announce a milestone that just occurred in the direct selling industry. You may ask yourself, what does the direct selling industry have to do with me? And I would just suggest that, I don't know, it depends on what the goals you have set for yourself in 2016. If you've decided that you want to enhance your financial posture, start your own business, chart your own course, spend more time with your kids, become more physically fit, become healthier, travel more, those kinds of areas of your life, I would suggest to you that if you keep doing the things that you're doing, you'll end up with the same results you have. If you want different results, you have to do things differently. So I would highly recommend that you pay attention to this video and how it may potentially impact your life. I've been involved in the direct selling industry for 26 years. I'm a guy that went hesitantly to a meeting and sat down in a room with my arms folded and listened, and have gone on to I think businessforhome.org has me ranked as the number 32 all-time income earner in the history of the industry. I've owned a company in the industry. I've served as president of global sales and field development for a very large publicly traded network marketing company where I served 283,000 distributors in that capacity. I've built a number of these companies to their highest level. So I've got a perspective of this, not only as someone that builds them in the field, but as somebody that has owned one and served as president of global sales for one. So I will say to you that as you watch this video, you'll hear zero hype. I don't believe in it. I think part of the problem in our industry is everybody throws in this hype and people discount it immediately because if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You know, I kind of agree with that. So I want to lay this information out to you in a very direct fashion, very pragmatically, very professionally. And I'm not looking to connect here. I'd rather connect here because I believe if you can connect here with somebody, it automatically moves here, and then it makes sense to people. But if you can't logically digest information, it won't last. The emotion from it won't last. Let me talk to you about the milestone first. A company called Jeunesse Global, a company you may have never have heard of, and it wouldn't surprise me if you hadn't, because they're only 6 years old. Based out of Orlando, Florida, just announced that in 2015, they attained a milestone in this industry that is only held captive by a handful of companies. They achieved sales of $1.1 billion in annual sales. And to put that into perspective for you, Avon took 86 years to do that same $1 billion in sales. Amway, 21 years. A Brazilian company called Natura took 37 years. A Peruvian company called Belcorp took 39 years. Mary Kay took 33 years. Herbalife, 24 years. Nu Skin, 20 years. It took at least 2 decades or more for these companies to achieve that milestone. Here's a company that comes along 6 years ago, opens their business, and within 6 years achieves this $1 billion annual sales status. And the reason they did it, and I think this is vital if you're listening to this video, you have to, one of the things, especially if you're not involved in the industry, one of the questions that people oftentimes ask, which is the wrong question, is, well, what makes this so different? Folks, it's not about being different. You didn't marry your spouse because they were different. If you married your spouse because they were different, you would have married everybody you dated. You married your spouse because they were right. They were the right person for you. They were perfect for you. So instead of what makes this different, the question is what makes this right? And the first thing I would highly suggest to you is this. When this company opened their doors for business, they decided to approach the marketplace differently. They said, instead of doing what everybody else does, let's start in the U.S. and build a wave of excitement in sales. And as that starts to recede, we'll go into Japan. As that starts to recede, we'll go into Canada and South America and all. Well, they'll create these mini waves all over the world. And there's these up and down things that happen in sales. They said, why don't we do it right? Let's do something people don't do. Let's invest the money up front. Let's create a global platform. Let's open up over 30 offices around the world. Let's sell our products into 110 different countries around the world. Let's register our products and approach this by creating a global platform. So instead of creating these mini waves all over the world, let's create a global flood. Now, when you're on top of a flood or on top of a wave, it feels the same for a period of time until the wave starts to crash and the flood continues to rise. And so they decided to create a global platform. They were able to do this because, once again, they approached the marketplace with a different point of view. They said, okay, beyond a global platform, let's introduce products that everyone buys but are even unique to this space. In order to do that, they had to go to different fields of enterprise. They had to go in the medical community. They brought in a gentleman by the name of Dr. Giampapa. Now, we deal in nutrition, skincare, weight management, energy, things that most people purchase in. The reason we deal in those categories, everybody buys products in those categories. But even in those categories, you have to be unique in your space. They brought in a gentleman to sit on our medical advisory board, helps create our products. He's one of our medical spokesmen by the name of Dr. Giampapa. Then in 2014, Dr. Giampapa was nominated for a Nobel Prize. Now, let's be really blunt with each other. Nobel Prize nominated physicians generally don't associate with network marketing or direct selling companies, unless it's the right company. So beyond a global platform, beyond products that are unique in their space that you feel immediately. In fact, in 2014, we have a product that was called Instantly Ageless. Unbelievable product. Scary, unbelievable product. You put it on your wrinkles, you wait 2 minutes and you watch and your wrinkles disappear. And this product in 2014 was product of the year. Out of hundreds of thousands of products in this direct selling industry, was product of the year. So you have these very unique, groundbreaking products that make a difference in your life from a health standpoint, from an energy standpoint, from a weight standpoint, we have the first skincare line in history that uses stem cell technology as its core technology. But the third component, the third reason it was right, is the methodology they use to compensate you and other associates for your efforts. Very unique in our space. And I'm not going to get into all those details here, because what I want you to know is that if you have set some goals for yourself this year, if you've decided this is going to be your year, folks, I'm going to highly recommend you maybe take a different approach. I'm also going to highly recommend you divorce yourself from maybe something you've tried in the past in the direct selling industry. Because like dating, chances are the person you married was not the first person you dated. You probably had to try it again. You might have tried it again and again and again to find the right person for you.